There's just a minute. Give me just a minute.
Okay. Just a minute.
Sorry about the wait. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Can I get a grand Big Mac meal?
That will be 11.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you? Good. Thank you. You too.
What's up, friends? Happy Friday to you. So today we're going to talk a little bit about something called assimilation. Now, I am not a very smart person, but according to Google, assimilation is basically the chemical process of when we take in food and our body breaks it down and we use the vitamins and the nutrients and the things that we need, and it absorbs into our body and actually becomes part of us. And the parts we don't need pass on out. And so we talked about this one time in seminary, and one of my professors talked about assimilation. And he said basically we are all yesterday's groceries. Everything we eat, everything that we consume physically either becomes part of us or passes on out. And so today we're going to talk a little bit about that, and I needed some McDonald's to help make my point. All right, let's eat. All right, so the reason I have this food is because even as I eat this Big Mac, which is going to be so good, and these French fries, every bite goes into my body processes it and assimilates what I need into me. Now, granted, there's probably not a lot of stuff in this that I really need, but nonetheless, it assimilates into my body. French fries. Look at that. Not very healthy, but very good. Not a sponsor, but I bet if they watch my videos, they'd be proud. These fries are underdone. I'm pretty sure that's a sin. A wise man told me one time, you should always eat your French fries first.
Ugh, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
Okay, so the Google definition of assimilation is the absorption and digestion of food or nutrients by the body or any biological system. So anything that we take in and we absorb becomes part of who we are. Another definition of assimilation that goes along with this is the process of taking in and fully understanding information or ideas. And that's kind of what I want to really talk about today. Not a Big Mac, not McDonald's, but just that there is so much in our world today, so much media, so much content, so much things that we can take in. I mean, this is a YouTube video. People make hours and hours and hours worth of YouTube videos. You name it, it is on YouTube. YouTube is probably the second thing to Google when somebody wants to go out and look for something. I don't know if that's a real stat, I just made that up, but that's what I do. You can find anything, you can watch anything, you can listen to anything just with a few clicks. But with so much technology and with so much things around us and everything is so easily accessible, it really opens us up to take in so many things. I don't know, I hope all this makes sense. It's just kind of ramblings of me on a Friday. But I want to share this verse with you. This comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 2. It says, "Don't copy the behaviors and the customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way that you think." Another translation says, "Don't conform to the things of this world, but be transformed by God." When we conform, we take the shape of something else, or we take the shape of what something else makes us to be. And I think too many times we allow this world to shape us. when really God has put us here for His purpose and for His glory. And we should be trying to become more and more like the shape of Christ. And when we become the shape of Christ, then God uses us to impact this world. We don't conform to the things of this world, but we are transformed into who God wants us to be, which is more like His Son, Jesus. So my question for me this week, and hopefully for you too, what are you allowing into your life? What are you allowing to become part of you? Who are you allowing to speak truth into your life, or what may seem like truth? Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are they speaking truth into your life, or are they just speaking noise? I hope all this makes sense. Again, I'm not trying to be condescending or judgmental. I'm just thinking about me and just wanted to share that I know I have a lot of work to do. I know that I put things in my life every single day that don't need to be there, and that shapes who I am. And so this week, I'm gonna ask God to give me the strength to put some of those things down, because I think a time out sometimes can be the best thing to really open our eyes to what really is and what is not important. Because some things we think we cannot live without, Netflix or Amazon Prime. But I want to challenge us all to try it this week. Several times over the last 10 years, I've had opportunity to go to Honduras on a mission trip. And one of the first times we did not have a good cell phone signal. In fact, that was before like free international and things like that. And so everything we did cost money. And so I pretty much text at night and in the morning, made one phone call a day. And other than that, I put my phone up for 7 or 8 days. No Facebook, no Twitter, no email, nothing. And so that was a shock to the system. But after a couple days, it was great. I wasn't worried about checking my phone. I wasn't worried about what I'd missed. And when I came back home, all those things were available again. But they weren't as important to me because I had lived a few days without it. And now I've gotten back into that where I always check it. I have my phone with me, and I love my phone, and I love everything that I can do on it. But taking a break was something that was healthy for me, and it put some things into perspective. So I don't know, maybe you need to take a break from something. Maybe I need to take a break from something. But my prayer for me and for you is that God would allow us to not conform to the things of this world, but that He would transform us to be like His Son. Have a great week, and until next time, walk humbly.